5, 4. Hello and welcome to Weather Center Live, as I'm here with Freddie, Lucas, and Blake. Okay. As we are tracking some storms moving, we are tracking some storms in eastern Ohio with the potential of rotation. So this is not a laughing matter. As we'll now go down to Freddie with the severe weather news.
Well, right now there are some severe thunderstorms. There are 2 storms that have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, both in eastern Ohio at the moment. Both storms are capable of producing quarter-size hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. I'll be listing where these storms are in a moment. So I'll just pull
They are both rotating.
Okay.
We're taking a live look at the radar. These storms are both rotating.
It's east of Cleveland.
These storms are moving northeast as
east of Canton. Also, be in mind there is a violent storm over Lake Erie at the moment. When this makes landfall, this will probably be severe warned. So it's very violent, this one. So that one could be producing hail up to ping pong ball size.
Ping pong size hail is pretty big. As let's take a look
Looks
at
like there's another storm near in the, what do you call it? There's a storm that is in Lake Chesapeake.
As possible locations in Glenmore, Lacrosse, Colada, Ohioville, Midland Industry, Ugali, Big Beaver, Beaver Falls, New Brighton, and
okay, I just found a storm that should get a warning here in a couple minutes. This storm is northeast of Richmond, Virginia, heading towards
new warning in Essex and King, Virginia. As this storm might have rotation on it. It had a little hook on it. Let's play the
okay, I have visual on a Hook Echo. This is northeast of Richmond. Same storm I was just talking about a second ago. I definitely see a hook with this storm. Be on the lookout. Possible tornado warn. Potential tornado.
Storm just went severe.
It did just go severe?
Yes.
What's the severe thunderstorm warning?
Strong thunderstorm will move across Westmoreland, Essex, Richmond, King and Queen, etc.
Okay, that storm has a flood advisory for 2-inch plus rainfall.
Indicated a line of strong thunderstorms with heavy rain along a line extending from Indian Creek to Walkertown. That's pretty much it. Gusty winds of 30 miles per hour, cloud to ground lightning, heavy rainfall, and minor flooding.
What storm are you talking about?
There's currently flash flood warning. This is
in Baltimore. Baltimore is under us.
There's a flash flood warning right now. This is west of San Antonio, or about a couple miles north of Uvalde.
Are we still in Virginia?
No, this is Texas I'm looking at. This is west of San Antonio, Texas.
As we are currently looking at the thing, the severe warning for reported county is canceled. So we just learned from that. As let's take a look at the Virginia storm. It is rotating.
Yeah, that is a supercell thunderstorm. Needs to be taken seriously.
King William just looks like they just got hammered.
Okay, 1 hour total rainfall is saying 1.2 inches to 1.5
Let's take a look at the base velocity. Oh yes, it isn't showing.
There's even 2.5 inches of rain that has fallen.
It isn't showing much rotation, but there is rotation with this.
There's definitely rotation on my radar. It's showing a tight rotation area.
Is it what? Are you talking about the severe warning one in Virginia?
I'm going to be switching radars to radar scope. Just a second.
As we are viewing the base velocity, as you see, there is rotation with the storm, as there isn't that strong. There is there is no rotation and no rotation with that storm. It's the Virginia storm that we're worrying about. There is reported hail with this storm. Severe warning is in effect.
Severe thunderstorm warning just got issued for that cell just a moment ago.
As there looks like the rotation has, there was rotation in the storm all along.
Okay, there's a very violent echo. I'm looking at radar scope from Richmond radar. Base velocities.
As we're looking at the echo top, as
the storm is violent.
As this sucker has about a 50 for the echo tops.
Yeah, it's very violent.
High storm.
70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with this storm. Very dangerous.
As there is a hail core with this storm, and the very bad as we're viewing it right now on our screen. As let's take a back at the base velocity scale. As both of these storms are on base velocity ain't moving.
Alright. Also, flash flood warnings are in effect north of Washington, D.C. This also includes Baltimore.
There is rotation with the storm. As the storm relative velocity, it is pretty high. It's like, yeah, it's pretty high. As the storm is moving east, so if you live in Mollusk, you should start taking precautions. As the hail core is pretty big in this storm.
Apparently Lucas has to get off, so Lucas will be leaving the call.
Alrighty. Freddie, what is the rotation from a rate of 1 to 10 for yours? I'm looking at ZDR right now. Very strong.
Yeah, I'm looking at rotations.
HCA is very...
Rotation is... It's got some very bright red colors and some bright greens in there. It's a tight area, so there's definite rotation in this.
As we're looking at the base velocity 1.8 on here, this is it showing much rotation? There is rotation in this one.
And my radar is showing us some good rotation on it.
And it looks like the storm is heading west, so Lively, Wimiko Church, Raymond should. This is going to be a long highway. What highway is this? Lively.
Okay, there's now base rotation of the storm, so this could be indicating mesocyclone could be developing.
And remember, there is a severe risk today. There is strong rotation, just not as strong as we hope. Well, good thing it's not as strong.
Very violent rotation now with this storm. I'm looking at hyper rotation level right now.
What?
Rotation is at high level.
As we're looking at the composite reflectivity, there is a hail core in this storm.
I'm looking at super res
that
velocity.
is hail right there. That is a lot of hail. I'm telling you, that is a lot.
You're looking at composite reflectivity?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I see that hail core right now. Dang. A storm to the south actually could be forming a hook. If you look at that.
Yeah.
That storm actually could be could become the dominant one. That could be forming a hook. But
That one looks like it's going to combine with this storm, which is going
That one also has rotation with it, the one south of that storm, so be in mind there's two supercell thunderstorms. One to the north is tornadic. I don't know, one to the south, I don't know if it's tornadic or not. But just be in mind that storm could be a tornadic one. Looks like maybe new warning. No new warning yet. Let's see if there's any storms. Actually, I'm gonna check NOAA to see if they're gonna have any new mesocyclone discussions yet. Okay, mesocyclone discussion to talk about. This mesocyclone discussion includes western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, and most of West Virginia. This is a 40% insurance of a severe thunderstorm launch.
It looks like the storm don't have a strong foot. Let's take a look at the base velocity again. Is this one the one that we are looking at to the south?
I'm using radar scope and it's showing a really good hook right now. Like just a normal radar. Look at the super resolution velocity.
As Walkerton should have.
Okay, this now has rotation that is at the max. It has some max level rotation on the green side and moderate rotation on the red side. Okay, so this could be getting a tornado warning here in a little bit. Serious storm. Wow.
Let's take a look at this.
And the base velocities are getting larger, so I'm thinking there's a wall cloud now with this storm. I'm going to be looking at the storm reports to be seeing if anything's been reported yet. No reports
These
today
storms are moving east, so where the tracking is going to go Lancaster and Wilmington Church, and then it's going to cross the river, go to Oncock and Keller, and then just probably going to go out to sea.
Alright, flash flooding right now is possible in north central West Virginia. Flash flood watches are in effect. Also, flash flood watches are in effect for
There
most
looks like there's rotation with the storm below it.
East, Nevada, also extreme south, east California, and also extreme
As we're looking at
west and then south Arizona.
As we're looking at our storm warning radar, first alert storm warning radar is the one you can trust in severe weather moments. This is brought to you by Jack. As King Williams should Walkerton, Center Cross should really take advisory of this. Center Cross.
Maybe bringing up towns in the path of this storm.
As we're looking at the spectrum,
path, but I don't know if this is gonna. Okay, latest radar update just came. Towns that could be affected: Warsaw could be affected by this storm.
is that a debris ball in the storm?
That's what I'm looking at. There's a definite hook at the moment, but luckily there's no town in the direct path of this thing.
Center Cross.
Once it crosses into the Maryland and Delaware side, there's many towns over there in that area.
Hold on, let me look at the storm lab one.
Oh, I'm looking at a violent hook now. I'm going to be looking at the storm-related velocity scan. It looks like it's glitching a little bit when I go to the super resolution velocities. It's relatively the same velocities right now. So it's still got all that tornadic potential. It's still got the base velocities.
The thing about weather, Storm Lab, that is the hardest thing to move around.
I like radar scope. Really good radar.
Hold on, I got Pathcast pulled up. By the way it's going, it looks like it's gonna affect.
Okay, storm that's moving on to Pennsylvania. Actually, multiple thunderstorms moving into Pennsylvania. Doesn't look like there's much of a hail threat, but I can double check to see.
And so far, no locations.
Okay, there is a hail core with a lot of the storms right now in Ohio moving into West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
If it does continue its track, Tangier should be infected.
Wait, tornado warning just got issued.
Tornado warning.
This storm. Tornado warning.
Tornado warning.
A tornado warning.
Tornado warning.
Storm.
Tornado warning. Tornado warning.
10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Tornado warning. Tornado warning. Tornado warning. This very smart decision. This is a very violent storm.
They finally issued the tornado
As
warning.
this is a definite tornado warning.
Tornado Weather Central now's going to be in effect.
The first Tornado Weather Central. As
Okay, this is a bad situation right now.
really bad. It is in populated areas.
Just
because there ain't a town, don't mean it.
It's moving to populated areas, though. National Weather okay.
Tornado warning.
Indicated tornado. Possible tornado on the ground.
Possible tornado on the ground. View site.
Wow.
This
Major
is
hook.
just insane. Major hook. As let's take a.
This could make a debris ball. Some of the scans, and on my radar, it looks like it's going rain wrapped.
It has to be rain wrapped. There's rain all around it. You'd have to get to the southeast side and maybe even see it.
And there's a bunch of rain there, so I don't even know if you can see it unless you're on the back side of the storm or you're right in its path.
Yeah.
So do not wait to see this storm.
I know probably no one is watching. I know probably no one is watching, but if you are, and as this is a definite hook, I'm saving this as a.
Okay, tornado warning. For this tornado warning is in effect over Essex County in East Central Virginia, Central King and Queen County,
Weather Channel ain't even
Central Virginia, Northeast Middlesex County, and Eastern Virginia. This will be until 3:15 p.m. EDT. So, National Weather Service has indicated possible tornado, also quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Let's grab the debris ball. This is.
Post this on the group and say that we're going live about tornado warning.
Issue it. Just go issue all the groups. I gotta. This is insane. Tornado warning. New tornado that might be extending.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get up this.
As we're looking at the base velocity, definite rotation.
And it's rain wrapped. It's a bad situation.
This is a particularly dangerous situation. This is a rotating storm. You can say it's just there. It's rotating.
Okay.
I'm surprised how Weather Channel ain't even talking about this. They're worried about flash flooding.
Yeah, they're not even talking about this.
I was looking at the composite reflect. We're looking at the base velocity. No. Storm relative velocity. There is something in this, yes. Echo tops. The echo tops are pretty high right now.
Yeah, this is bad.
As a composite reflectivity, the hell ball has gone down, but a debris ball might be showing. Was that a debris ball? This tornado might have went through Walkerton, because I'm looking at the radar as it went through Walkerton. It was pink going all the way through Walkerton, and then it disappeared as it got away.
Yeah, I'm gonna be posting this on the group. Okay, I posted it on our groups.
As radar update, new radar update just now come in. This is a dangerous storm. It is in Virginia.
I'm gonna get the latest radar update here in a second. Oh, it looks like it already updated. Wow.
As look at the map. If you live
Very
in
dangerous situation right now. I'll be saying the town's possible impact include
Walkerton, Center
only,
Cross.
there's a couple towns in Delaware, Smith Island, Tanger, Crisfield, Frenchtown, Rumley, Fairmont, Saxon, Needle Island, Chance. All those need to be taken into precautions. Also, Urbana in Virginia.
As Weathercan
That
now is
situation
covering
right
it.
now. This storm is, I'm going to get how far it is away from Richmond. The storm is about
40, maybe 50
31
miles.
miles to the northeast of Richmond, Virginia. Main, let me get a picture, so rotation area.
And so far, no viewers.
We just got,
We're not taking it off the radar. We are showing the radar.
storm rotation seems to be weakening.
It is, yeah, it seems to. Looks like this might have been a tornado on the ground for a brief moment.
It still could be on the ground, though.
Could be looping out. Oh, there's... Alrighty, if there's a tornado, right there is where it is. Right there. It has to be right there. It has to be. As it's right there. It's right in here.
Okay,
It is right here. It is right here, if you're wondering. As what road is it on? It is currently on a road.
I see. Okay,
This might be a wedge, cause you see the whole hook right here. If it's a wedge, it's gonna be like all the way right in
Okay,
here.
I think there's a tornado on the ground. I'm looking at the velocities, and there's a very tight. Well, there's like a very
If this is a tornado, I'm right on it right now. I'm literally composite reflectivity. There is a tornado on the ground right here. It is on right here. It is on. It's about to
Okay,
crash.
Smith Island.
As
Now, in the path of this possible tornado is Kilmarnock in Virginia. Also,
we're taking a loop at the radar. As it looked pretty good, as this has to be the tornado right where I'm zooming in.
I think there is a tornado, and this tornado could affect.
This is large
Just got
tornado.
another radar update. Still got the rotation there. Base velocity is losing rotation. Still got some. There could be a weak tornado now. That's, for a moment, I thought it looked like it could be a large tornado, larger one. But right now, I don't think there is. There is a tornado. It's possible there's a tornado right now. It's just, I don't think there is one on the ground. But there are a couple possible things that could being the sign of a tornado. So if there's a tornado on the ground, it could kill Murdoch. Because this storm is heading in that general direction, so... Also, once it goes to Delaware, many towns. But right now, there's nothing in its direct path. So I'm gonna... It's about... The tornado is possibly 25.7 miles to the west of Kilmarnock, Virginia.
This is a fast-moving storm.
It is fast.
Alright. Let's take a look at the hook.
I'm taking a look right now at storms in.
This might be a possible debris ball that is moving. And just.
I don't think there's a tornado on the ground right now.
Yeah, possibly gone.
But there is a new storm that has maybe rotation forming with it. This could form maybe a brief tornado.
Looking at the base
Storm is
velocity, it has gone down. Oh yeah. Possible tornado on the ground. Then.
okay. So there's a storm that's now moving into Pennsylvania.
But it's like a tornado. It's a tornado. It's like a tornado. They only stay on the ground for a very short time.
Latest update. I just got another update. It looks like it might have intensified. Re-intensifying. Let me see if that theory is correct.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Intensifying. The storm is re-intensifying its rotation. Okay.
Base
That could be a
velocity.
sign that a new wall cloud, I think, is forming with this storm. Danger situation. Towns that are in a serious, maybe a possible serious threat right now are the town of Kilmarnock. I keep saying this name, but this town looks like could get hit. Situation.
and now just looking at the storm, it barely looks like a tornado. New hook with this storm. New hook at that end.
Okay, there's a town called Tanger. This is on an island. This town could get hit by the storm.
There is actually showing the. Oh, I know why the tornado warning is still up. Look right at the end of the storm. Heavy rotation. What's at the left?
Yeah, I've been looking at that. The latest velocity scan, base velocity. Velocity, yeah, it's picking up rotation right now. Okay, the hail core is now moving to the center of the storm. Is no longer on the back end. The rotation is more on the back side of the hail core, so if you are in its path, you're probably not going to see this thing coming. So, once you see it, it's going to be a couple miles away, and it's going to be heading right at you. So, bad situation right now.
Oh, we just had a warning expiring. They're starting to expire now.
Storms losing intensify.
It was the one in Ohio.
Let's see what it expires in 29 minutes. So still... Okay, so let's move on. Okay. Let's move on to the storms in Ohio. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect. The storm will be going north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania by about 16 miles. This storm.
Looking at base velocity, there could be rotation.
Yeah, I'm looking at that storm too. There could be some little rotation. You might have some spin-ups with the storm. There's some rotation in the front end of it.
I'm looking at the tornado warning. Again.
Okay, the severe thunderstorm warning. Get the town or severe thunderstorm warning that was for Warren, Bolindale, Howell Center, Lordstown, Champion Heights, and Cortland has expired. But those storms will be replaced by special.
Oh, it looks like it might be re-intensifying itself.
That storm is having some cycles, I'm noticing. Storm down in Virginia. I'll get the latest update. It is re-intensifying. That storm to the south may be sapping its energy, though. If you look, there's a big core to the south there. It's all just wow. I don't know, this storm's a little bit tricky to tell if there's a tornado or not. The base velocities are very low at the moment. I don't think this thing is going to have another tornado.
But the worst possible case today, if a tornado goes through Washington, D.C.
There's a possibility of that, but it's very low. That storm, I'm going to say there's only about 15% chance that storm is going to reproduce and produce a tornado at the moment. But there was a chance that could have produced a tornado, so there could, I'm going to list the town names that could have gotten impacted with this storm. And luckily, there are none. There are towns that could have been impacted by this tornado. If there are, they're very little towns. But the radar I'm using right now can pick up towns that have populations of 500 people, so it could hit some houses if there was a tornado, but okay, this storm is dying. We can now focus our attention to a storm that's moving north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This storm seems to have a more threat with it.
Yeah, it is re-intensifying, base.
I will be getting the information with this severe thunderstorm here in a moment.
Is it the one in Ohio?
60 per wind gusts and just some small hail. So really, right now, action is a little bit. There's not that much action at the moment.
Possible Hokage forming with this.
So I guess we're gonna have to go around scanning for some more thunderstorms. I'm going to be looking at all the radar stations. Oh, there is a squall line forming through West Virginia, Kentucky. Also, this is the same thing that's producing the sun that's going north of Pittsburgh. This could produce some severe stuff, possibly even an isolated tornado with this system. There's also a squall line ahead of that that's moving into Virginia. Some violent thunderstorms right now. Where's this? This is close to Horse Pasture, Patrick Springs, Fieldale, Villa Heights, Martinsville, and also possibly may hit Ridgeway. This is all in Virginia. Also, North Carolina side, Stonesville, Bandon,
Rockingham
Massa,
County.
They all could get hit by the storm. Danbury already got hit.
As we're going back to the tornado warning.
They just got an update on that tornado warning.
It is been shortened.
It's still tornado warned. Still got a tornado warning.
Base reflectivity is just gone with it. It's nothing. As their radar's the glitch.
Okay, so I don't think this thing is not going to produce a tornado. I'm pretty sure it's not going to produce one, but there's still a chance. So
there looks like to be minor rotation behind it.
there is minor rotation, but the rotation is not as strong anymore. So
It's basically that's a thrill.
storm still needs to be treated because it's tornado warned, and it still needs to be treated as any other tornado situation. This should be treated just like if there's a wedge tornado on the ground heading toward your house. It should be treated that way because it could actually be a wedge heading toward your house right now.
Santa Claus
Scare you, but it could happen. I've had a wedge tornado head towards my house before. It was scary,
Me too.
and it's not that fun. But there's a real threat. It could happen. It came within a mile of my house, then it died out. Luckily, it was going to be a direct hit. But yeah, tornadoes are a serious threat out here. You need to take everything seriously.
As it looks like when it combines,
Also, if you see a tornado, you should probably call 911 or something, report it to the National Weather Service. That's really valuable information. That could help save some lives. So that if you want to help out in your community, you can help out in that way. And that's a very good way to help out.
well, you don't have. Oh,
Okay,
tornado
right
warning
now
has been canceled. Tornado warning has been canceled.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, the storm still can produce some funnels. It's low chance, but still can produce a tornado, so still caution by this. Okay, special weather statements. The storm might be hitting Charleston. We will be looking at that here in a second. Charleston could be getting hit by a squall line at the moment.
I'm back.
If you switch your radar over to the there's lion thunderstorms coming into that area. Special weather statements in effect for Charleston. This storm just got hit by it's inside hurricane right now. It hit cool it in. It's just about to hit Taze Valley. Also, tornado could get a hit. I've driven through this section, and I always think it's interesting how there's hurricane gotten hit by 3 tornadoes, but never gotten hit by a hurricane. And the tornado has never gotten hit by a tornado, what's gotten partially hit by a hurricane.
Yeah.
And they're both in the same area.
Yeah.
So, I'll listing towns in the path. Hamlin, Virginia, Taze Valley, Virginia, Eleanor, Winfield, Bancroft, Coca, Nitro, Crossland, St. Alban, Tornado, Dunbar, Almond Creek,
Unless we.
Ravenswood,
Hey Joseph, if you're watching.
Fields, Bose, Williamstown,
What?
Graysville, and this continues all the way up until the Pittsburgh area. Now that I'm looking at this, Pittsburgh could get hit by a storm at the moment. Switching to that radar. Yep, I think Pittsburgh's going to get hit by a storm. It's going to be about. Okay, so it's about 15 miles away, the edge of the storm. The main core of the storm, where the hail could be, is about 22 miles away. This is heading into your location in Pittsburgh. And I'll be saying how far it is away from Charleston. I'm going to put that radar here in a second. Alright. It's a good distance from Charleston, but it's still only like 20 miles away, so this could be affecting you in the next 30 to 20 minutes. But it could take a while, so if it hasn't hit in that time, don't be saying, oh, nothing's going to happen. It hasn't pretty sure it's gonna happen, even if it takes 15 minutes. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not just disappear all of a sudden. So squall line, they all storms, wind gusts, and very heavy rain will fall. So this could cause some flash flooding right now.
You know, I missed us watching this. Or Joseph.
You may report significant weather by posting your report to the Charleston, West Virginia National Weather Service Facebook page, or by using the Twitter hashtag National Weather Service RLX. So you can report significant weather that you see. Flooding, hail, wind, etc. You can report. I'm going to be checking. Okay, yeah, that tornado warning is no longer there. But that storm has lost its rotation, but it's still severe thunderstorm warned, but I think it's going to lose all of its energy. The storm to the south could get a warning, though. And also, I'm going to be moving attention now down towards North Carolina and Virginia border. There's some thunderstorms. Some of them have special weather statements, so I'll be switching my attention to those. Okay, violent thunderstorms, I'll be saying where they're going to be heading towards. Okay, Midway, Virginia, Sandy Level, Virginia, Eden, North Carolina, Stoneville, North Carolina, Mayodan, Madison, North Carolina. And storms right now in this, I don't see very many storms that are in this area. Oh, King, North Carolina is in this. But it doesn't look like that's going to be that much right now. I'm going to now be focusing my attention to storms that are now in eastern Virginia. These storms will be affecting, they're not very strong, but I'm going to just say where they're going to be heading towards. So
This one has a pretty strong hail core. It is moving east, so New Brighton, Patterson Heights, Fox Run. Yeah, should be in. Yeah.
I'm going to be checking TVN. See if anybody's out. Oh, okay, service. At the moment, doesn't look like any new warnings.
I'm gonna ask Mista if he wanted to join because Mista's here. You know you were kicked somehow.
You know, I don't really mind that. I don't really mind. Like, I know Mystic did some bad stuff, but I don't mind if he comes back. Give him another chance. Mesocyclone discussion. Oh, mesocyclone discussion. A brief weak tornado could occur this afternoon. So we need to be keeping an eye on the storm. That storm. Apparently it could intensify and reproduce a tornado.
I don't know, but this is messed up. It's like purple, red, green, green, purple, red, like all mixed in. Is there a rotation in this though, like I was talking about before we started broadcasting?
That storm is weakening, but still potential southern storm, actually. Look at the southern storm map. Look at that. That actually could be forming something.
It looks like this is about to go over some lakes.
There's rotation now. South of that warm storm. Just south. Okay, apparently Eli wants to get in contact with me, so he's been apparently calling my phone tonight. So,
Just text and say.
He actually might come over, so he might be joining us for this coverage.
Alright, what's your phone number where I can add you?
My phone number?
Hold on.
I forget the minute. I don't want to say that over live.
Yeah, so I was about to say, Mister, don't get his phone. You can put it in the Skype chat.
Yeah, I can do that in the Skype chat.
Yeah, I'll just stop the broadcast.
Oh, dang it. There's some special weather statements, and then I clicked on the radar, and it's down for maintenance.
Oh, Moundsville, we got a new rotation storm.
New rotational storm?
Oh, it looks like it's on Moundsville right now.
I'm noticing there is rotation. This could be,
yeah, brief rotation.
Urbana could get hit with this.
Moundsville, I'm looking at the Moundsville storm. It's a very small one. But it is storming.
Okay, I'm going to be looking at that storm up in Ohio / Pennsylvania. See what that's going to be doing. Going north of Pittsburgh. I'll switch to that radar. Alright. That storm is intensifying, so...
I'm looking at the Moundsville storm. There is rotation with it. There is rotation with the storm behind it. This looks like it broke off. There is rotation with
it. Wow. This severe thunderstorm in Ohio, it's heading to a ton of towns, if you look.
Yeah, the Moundsville storm is... it looks like it's going right over the highway. Both highways over... It's on the river right now, so it's basically just now entering Moundsville.
Velocity scans are indicating there could be rotation. So... Blake, you're gonna have to be reporting here for a couple minutes. I'm gonna have to go call Eli.
Alright, hello.
Alright.
We're looking at our storm warning radar. We are... As I was trying to get our meteorologist, one of our meteorologists to help us because we're the only ones, but it looks like it didn't work out. So, as we are looking at the Moundsville cell, it looks really, as it is now in Pennsylvania, new severe thunderstorm warning, Beaver County, Pennsylvania. As the rotation in this just don't look really strong. Maybe in here there's rotation in this.
Apparently Eli's called me over 13 times. Wow.
As new severe thunderstorm warning, the one in Ohio has expired, but there is a new warning in Beaver County.
I'm gonna refresh.
So it's gonna. Most of these warnings are gonna expire by 2/15. New flash flood warning in Texas.
You know that one storm that's heading towards those towns north of Pittsburgh? There's quite a bit of towns north of Pittsburgh and, well, northeast of Pittsburgh. There's like a line of towns up there that's heading towards. Towns impact include Homewood, West Mayfield, East Val, Beaver Falls, Patterson Township, New Brighton, Alston, Beaver, Rochester. Blake, can you take over now? Eli's calling.
Oh yeah. As we're gonna look at the ecotop of this storm, as not that tall. I'm saying tall though. As the rainfall with this storm, not much. It's we also got a sprawl line moving northeast as you see where it's tracking, I'm dragging it. So basically, that's where it's going to be going. Let's take a, we're not out in Virginia, but Beaver County, Pennsylvania, that does mean you, Mr. Joseph. You. Alright, come on, radar.
So Lincoln needs to go over. My mom didn't say that.
As the warning in this might expire. This storm is looking it looks like it's leaking out. There looks like there is rotation with this again. New rotation involved. So you're viewing rotation in King and Queen Courthouse just east of there, near Middlesex. It is really strong. Let's take that to the base. Yeah, it's probably just hit. We are not expecting it. The one in the watch is in Pennsylvania, Joseph Yelt's home state, if you know him. Okay. Whoa, like, Beaver Falls looks like it's gonna get a direct path with it. Direct path. You know what I just noticed? I accidentally gave Joseph.
Okay, new person will be joining our Skype call in like 15 to 20 minutes. Eli is gonna come over in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna set him up on my new computer.
You know you got kicked off somehow.
Okay.
As we are looking at new rotation, new rotation in Virginia. As we're gonna let Freddy report for a while. Freddy! You there? As we have apparently lost our severe weather expert. As let's now go to the tropics with our hurricane expert, Joseph Yelts. Type it in, you're on video. Type it in. You're gonna type it, mister. You're gonna type. You're the hurricane expert. You're supposed to type. It looks like we've lost a tour. Oregon, new severe thunderstorm warning in this is across the whole country. Wow. As rotation with this storm. Looks like Falls should be able to get it. Should has there is hail with the storm. You literally log. It looks like this is over mostly woods. As we are viewing this new warning. As we are viewing, there is a hail core with the storm, as this looks like to be moving northeast. And let's take a look at the radar. Now this is a very quick forming storm. As this storm looks like to be moving northeast, so if it keeps on moving northeast, it's just going to cross the highway, go over this lake, and hit Chipotle Antenna Agency. But the warning is currently for Jackson. As it looks like it's going to be hitting southwest and Commonwealth and Jackson County in Georgia. As moving north at 15 and with damaging winds of excess of 60 miles per hour. As if we zoom out a little bit, this storm formed out of nowhere. As storm in Virginia has expired. As this storm is moving north, this is as the Beaver County storm, the one we are watching the most. Looks like there is new rotation in the storm. Looks like it's right on top of Beaver. Right now. Let's take a look at the base velocity. It's a little too close for radar. I'm looking at the composite reflectivity. Right here is where all the hail is. Right in here.
I must say that it
really big hail.
isn't nearly as pathetic as I expected. But I still think in all the places there are dogs around. Why are my shoes covered in these ghastly ones of fur? It's my fur, the hair. See,
This storm is a very serious storm. As remember, join the group and contact me and put in the group wall if you want to advertise, because we will be back after the break.